Hey there folks, sorry about the video, the audio, doing a little walk and talk. Just don't have enough time in the world to do everything. But I wanted to make a video about homeless camping gear. Particularly, I just made a video about ultralight camping gear. But gear for campers, vagabonds, homeless people. The biggest thing that people don't think about, if you're not living the life, whether you're about to be or you're just a normal person observing from afar, wondering what's going on, carrying a ton of stuff is brutal. And if you don't believe me, look, I'm almost 50 years old and I do have health problems. Not as much as some people, but I certainly have them. And I don't have all my gear on my back right now. I don't have all my gear with me. And it's still too much. Just if you know anybody in the Army, ask them if they did any ruck marches. And then ask them if they'd want to do 2 every day when they're 50. Not because they want to, but because they have to. As they go about their day. Most of them are going to look at you like you're smoking something. It draws a ton of attention to you. A lot of stores don't want you to bring in a backpack, depending on where you're at. But in LA in the summer, if you've got a mountaineering backpack walking around, it was 85 degrees today, almost 90. People see you with the giant backpack, they're like, hey, homeless guy. Like they see you from a mile away. And because of the extra effort it takes to carry all your stuff around, you get sweatier. So when you walk in the coffee shop, you're breathing heavy, you got sweat pouring off you, you're extra little stinky, your back hurts, your hips hurt, your knees hurt. So it's really one of the best things you could do is if you can lighten your load. If you're on foot or bicycle. Cars are obviously a different situation. They have their own quirks and things to worry about. But if you're on foot or a bicycle, lightening your load is awesome. You're going to give up some comfort. But it's a give and take. And quite frankly, if you can pull it off, I think it's for the best. Now, you're going to pay for that in different ways. 1, being comfort. 2, being cost. Something that a lot of people don't get with camping gear is you pay for what you don't get. Yeah, I can spend half as much as the products that I put on my video at Walmart. The Walmart products, 1, are made very well. They're not going to last very long. They make you stand out like a sore thumb, and they're huge. And for what they do, they're super heavy. They're extra weight, extra bulk, and they don't do the job any better than anything else. They're just cheaper. But for that extra $50, you're talking about months and months and months of pain, sweat, people treating you like scum, having to leave your stuff at the front of the store, where, I had a friend have to do that in San Francisco, and somebody grabbed his backpack and walked out with it while he was in there for 3 minutes. Lost everything he owned. The stores that make you leave your backpacks at the front of the store don't care if someone else takes it. They take no responsibility for it. But they won't watch it either. But if you got a little 16-liter pack, they're probably not going to say anything to you if you're not being a weirdo. And that makes all the difference in the world. It's like, was that $50 worth losing everything because you had to leave your backpack somewhere? Is it worth the extra health problems, that extra weight and bulk cost you? Now you got to get a big backpack to carry it around. That's an extra 8 pounds, and you just keep piling it on and piling it on because you're trying to save $50. You end up needing a more expensive backpack. Then it breaks, and now it's missing the straps that make it comfortable to wear. Now you're getting extra back pain. You got a broken backpack, and you got over-geared, and everyone who looks at you doesn't like you. It's not worth it. You know, spending the extra money for decent gear when it's your life, when it's how you're living, when it's your everyday existence, when you got to carry it on your back, that stuff matters a lot more than some yahoo who uses a sleeping bag at a campsite he drives to 3 days a year. These are different things we're talking about. That guy's needs and our needs are two very, very different things. If you're living in the country and you're going to drive to a campsite for 3 days a year, go buy your camping gear at Walmart. You don't need nothing at REI. But if you're going to live the life, you need to figure out a way to come up with enough money to get the basic stuff to where you could be small enough and light enough to not look like a goofball. At least part of the time. You know, it's one thing, you know, I've got all this stuff right now with me because of the circumstances that I'm in and things that happen beyond my control, but you can bet I'm going to be a lot lighter as soon as I get a minute to stash some stuff and hide it well enough, because people will take stuff you stash, and most of the time it's not going to be other homeless people. It's going to be rich people just taking it to make sure you don't have it, just to make your life harder. Very rarely have I've had homeless people steal stuff from me, but it's been really rare. It's mostly yuppies. Sometimes multi-millionaires. But that's the reality of it. You know, if you're going to do it, try to do it right, because otherwise you're just going to end up miserable. You're going to end up hating life, and then you're going to want to do dope, and then you're going to be hating life more. All because you didn't want to go, you know, take life up a notch and make choices that didn't just make life harder for you. And that's why you spend the extra money to get stuff, to get less stuff, to get smaller, lighter things. And yeah, you could spend, you know, I could spend $10,000 replacing the gear I showed in the video earlier. And it would be better, but who's got $10,000 for camping gear right now? Not me. So it's a matter of finding a balance, picking what's important for you. But, you know, you got to come up with $100 just to enter the game, in my opinion. Obviously, there's people who ain't got nothing. They wake up every day with nothing but a dope pipe and a lighter, maybe, if they're lucky. So you can do it all sorts of different ways, but if you wanna be comfortable, not look like a crackhead, and meet your basic needs, spend $100 for your basic, for your pad and your SOL Escape bivvy, and you'll be way better off. You're already starting ahead of everybody else doing the same thing, and your life will be a lot better for it. You can go sit down at a restaurant or wherever. And if you're staying clean, nobody's going to even know. Appreciate you tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, ask me a question, make a suggestion, tell me a bad joke, call me bad names, I don't care. And I'll have a Cash App link in the description, and I'll have a link to the video I've been referencing in this video. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.